Hi everyone, welcome to the video. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the teachers' resources that come with the GoMath program. Now this reimagined GoMath is fully print, fully digital, and even available for offline access with the HMH Go app. This is grades kindergarten right through to 6th. Now the materials that come with the program are simple and easy to use. We'll walk through these together today. We'll have a chance to look at the resources you'll use to prepare and plan for your lessons, what's available to you to help work with the learners in engaging activities as you learn together. We'll have the chance to collect data both formatively and summatively as well, then helping you continue students' practice to build fluency with a number of awesome resources available. We have the chance, of course, then to differentiate with whether it's intervention resources, extra practice, reteach, or enrich opportunities, all available to you as well. We can then reflect and assess. We'll have the chance today to talk about the HMH growth measure as well as the opportunities to extend students' learning. And to help us make life a little simpler, Ed and the HMH Digital Learning Platform easily integrates with multiple LMS platforms if you need it. Teachers can simply click and go live virtually and connect to their Google Classrooms or any of the LMSs as needed. I've now logged onto Ed using my unique username and password. At the beginning of the school year, you will get your credentials to be able to log in. Now, when you land on the dashboard, the first thing you should look out for are these important tabs right at the top of the page. That is the dashboard, My Classes, the Discover tab, Reports, as well as Teachers Corner. Now, in subsequent videos in this series, you learn all about the Reports tab as well as Teachers Corner. For the purpose of today, as we continue to explore the teachers' resources in the program, I'm going to select the Discover tab. Now, once you've selected the Discover tab, you can select your program with the drop down. I'm going to select GoMath, and let's say I select grade 3 as an example. Now, opens up in front of me are all of the resources that I need for the GoMath program. On the left-hand side, these tabs allow you to navigate to the resources quite quickly. Now, folks, to access your resources, these can be done in a few different ways. And I'm going to coach you today on how to be able to get there. First off, you can navigate through the program through chapters by selecting the Chapters tab. This carousel of resources will update with all of the chapters within the grade 3 program. Now, you can choose to access the resources in the chronological order of the program as determined by the Common Core State Standards. Now, I'm going to select chapter 5, which is Understand Division. I can see that in this chapter in Understanding Division, I have 9 different lessons. Each of the lesson numbers and titles are provided alongside for you. To open an individual lesson, all you need to do is hit the word Open Lesson, and it'll open that lesson. Let's take a look at lesson 4, which is on Representing Division with bar models. What we'll find here is on the left-hand side, your table of content, taking a deeper dive into chapter 5 and then lesson 4. And then in the middle of the page, you'll find everything you need for planning. First off, your teacher's edition, then instruction resources, 5 available, 2 of them shown here to you. If you click on the Show More button, these will drop down for you here. Things like your interactive lesson, your lesson presentation slides, which you're able to download as well, your student edition available in a PDF, your teacher's ebook, as well as iTools. In terms of your differentiation, you have a number of resources available to you as well, whether that be the reteach or enrich sheets, which are both downloadable as well as assignable to your students. We'll talk a little bit more about how to add to my lessons included in my stuff as we move along today. As we go down, I now have independent activities that are available for each and every lesson. Now, this gives us a good opportunity to take a deeper dive into your Teachers Edition. Now, folks, your Teachers Edition is much more than just a solution key. Everything you need to bring the lesson to life, everything you need to prepare your lesson or period plans are all contained right here in the Teachers Edition. Now, we're looking at lesson 5.4 on represent division with bar models, and I can see the standards that are covered within this lesson, the mathematical practices and processes, as well as the ICANN objective, the learning goal, language objectives, as well as the materials needed for the lesson. I love the vertical progression through across the grades, what is available before or covered before in this lesson, and where will the kids progress through as well. As I scroll down, we'll take a look at that 5E model of instruction. Look out for a video later in the series to help you understand that lesson design. But in terms of your resources available to you here, you progress through your Teachers Edition with the student page, as well as everything you need right alongside. Look out for multilingual support, as well as ideas for differentiation, extra activities, formative assessment, independent work for kids, as well as the guided instruction pieces as well. Excellent. So that would be the Teachers Edition. I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and under the Discover tab, we looked at how to get to my resources through the chronological order through the chapters. I could get to my resources via the Standards tab as well. This allows you to navigate to the resources by standards. I've selected the Common Core State Standards. I was in grade 3. I can select the standard that I'd like to take a deeper dive into. Follow along here on the left-hand side. And I can now see all of the resources for that one specific standard, made easily available to you by standard. So remember, folks, you can either navigate the resources in the chronological order or through standards. These filters at the top of the page make it easy for you to access the right resources just at the right time. Familiarize yourself with the component filter. Here, you'll be given guidance onto everything that's included in those resources. As an example, if I'm looking for my reteach sheet, I'm going to tick the reteach box and hit apply, and that quickly pops up for quick and easy access. The third way to navigate the resources would be through the All Resources tab. And if I click on All Resources, I can hit either Show Me Everything, or I can view them through these tabs, whether that be assessments or my lesson slides or my ML support, even Waggle. I'm going to hit Show Me Everything, and it'll open up all of the resources for the grade 3 program. Remember, as I spoke about earlier, familiarize yourself with that component button. That's certainly going to help you in navigating through those resources. If I go back one more time, remember, folks, just to summarize that, I can access my resources through the chapters in a chronological order. I can do that via standards as well, and then the All Resources button. Now, folks, if there's any resources that catches your eye that you'd like to save or add to your own personalized selection, it's quite easy to do. Click on the 3 dots, hit the Add to My Lessons button, and I can add that to any lesson I like. And then under My Stuff, I will see all of my pre-created lessons, and I'll find those selected resources. You can share these with colleagues as well. You can look at your individual assessments that you've created, and then My Items. I'm going to hit back the HMH Resources button. I hope this video has helped you in understanding the resources available here on the Discover tab in those 3 easy to access ways. The last resource I want to talk about here before we finish up today is the connected solutions available to you. In a later video, you'll have the chance to think about and talk about Waggle, but I also want to touch on the HMH growth measure. Now, the HMH growth measure assessment is available for you with the program. The testing windows for your adaptive benchmarking assessment tool, our beginning, middle, and end of your assessments. I strongly recommend using the HMH Growth Measure assessments. And in our video around assessments and reports, we'll take a closer look at the type of questions available in the HMH Growth Measure, what's the purpose of these, as well as what type of data flows from there. Thanks for watching.